on happiness and taking care of yourself. Are you ready to feel happy? Here are ways of taking care of yourself that work for me. So if you're ready, I encourage you to open your mind. They do work for me. They might work for you. The first is that I work on being grateful. I found that gratitude, well, it holds the most important piece about happiness for me. And it's possible to do the work right now of putting yourself into a grateful frame of mind. Simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, hold it a moment, and slowly exhale. This is the most important place to start, gratitude. So I encourage you to keep paying attention to your breath until you feel grateful for something. Let your mind wander over your day. Today, that's right. Look at today, no matter how tough today may have been. Look at today until you choose someone or something you're especially grateful for in this moment. Maybe it's someone you talked to on the phone or saw for a moment and they smiled at you. Something small. Look for something really small, because gratitude can start from wherever you are when you start with something really small. And it only takes something really small to get it started. And then it becomes a fire within you over time. So choose something. Now open your eyes and look around. If you haven't picked someone, then pick something. Maybe it's the chocolate you ate today. Maybe it's something else. But there's something you're grateful for. Latch onto it and allow yourself to acknowledge that you're thankful that that's a part of your life today. Well, another thing that works for me is I try to eat well. And if you haven't had breakfast yet today, I encourage you to eat something now. Eating is a basic, but it does fuel your mind as well as your body, and happiness comes from the mind as well as the body. So I found that, eating natural foods as much as possible and little or no sugar helps. Anyway, it works for me. I encourage you to see whether that might help you. Maybe you're eating too much sugar and that's impacting your life. Or maybe you're eating too many potato chips. They're dangerous. I can't even keep them at home. They are delicious, but they don't do good things for me. Maybe there's something in your life that needs to change. Maybe like potato chips can't come into my home. Maybe there's something in your life that in order to eat well, you need to make a change on. So reflect for a moment in gratitude. That's right, gratitude back at you again. Be grateful for the food that's available for you to choose. And pick one way, just one, of being a little bit healthier in terms of what you eat today. Maybe it starts with potato chips for you too. Just don't eat the potato chips today and go from there. The next thing that really works for me is connecting with family and friends and people that I know that I care about. Connecting in person seems to make a big difference for me in terms of happiness. And I found that the phone works too, because there's a lot of people that I'm not able to see on a regular basis, but I am able to stay connected with them by talking on the phone. Try it today. Even just one person for a 1-minute conversation, or even just an opportunity to smile at someone that you care about if they don't have time and you don't have time for more than that. Or maybe a quick phone conversation just to say, hey, I was thinking of you. Leave a voicemail if the person isn't there. But that's still reaching out and connecting. And I know for me, even just leaving voicemails for people sometimes helps. And if you're having trouble with relationships, well, reach out to someone else. The next thing is exercise that works for me. So, for example, this morning, one of the things I did was to go for a 2-mile walk. It helped me a lot. I was kind of wobbly, having a rough day. And I decided that I do feel so much better from exercise that I was going to go for a walk. And as I got started, I realized, okay, this is really helping my mind and my body. So I kept at it, and it's been a few days since I've gone on a 2-mile walk, but not that many days. And I find going for a 2-mile walk is about all I can do right now when I max out. But doing it today helped me a lot. I don't know how far you can walk. Maybe you're starting out where I was, where you can't walk very far at all. But whatever you can do, I encourage you to do that. Even if it's just a few moments outside. Fresh air does me a lot of good, and it might help you too. Or go one better and go for a walk with one of the people in your life who make your days better. And another thing that helps me is finding ways to help other people. Because I find that contributing to the world by helping people lightens my mood, and I think it might do that for you too. When you're able to do something that makes a difference for someone else, it feels satisfying. It feels good. And it improves my feelings about myself and leads me to feel happy. I think it might work for you too. I mean, your day-to-day life might not be quite as connected and happy as you'd like right now. But you can fix that by simply reaching out to help someone, even if it's not someone you know. Matter of fact, sometimes that makes the biggest difference of all, just making a small difference for someone you don't know. So invest a moment now in appreciating yourself for how you already are helping others. I think that's going to help your happiness shine through right now. And for other days, look for ways that you can make a difference. And finally, I'd like to share that getting enough sleep makes a huge difference for me. And my happiness seems quite connected with how I've slept. So I encourage you not to shortchange yourself on sleep. And in fact, when you're having trouble sleeping, to allow yourself extra time with your morning and bedtime routines. Extra time to get ready for getting to sleep, and extra time for the transition from sleeping to being awake and doing things. So calm yourself down before bedtime. Turn off things like electronics an hour or so ahead, and let yourself relax with something else, such as a book, or if calming music is helpful for you, then to reach for music. Anyway, I've found it's useful as part of my bedtime routine to start preparing things that are going to help me have the next morning go smoother. For example, little tiny things, such as setting out the clothes I'm going to wear in the morning and the makings of the food that I'm going to eat for breakfast, so that I don't shortchange myself by not eating breakfast. That is an important thing. So I encourage you to pause and allow yourself to wallow a little bit in feeling grateful for the last time you did sleep well. And if it wasn't today, make a special effort tonight for a good bedtime routine that calms you down and gets you ready for a good night's sleep. Thanks so much for being here. Just wanted to share a little bit on happiness and taking care of yourself. This is Cynthia Ann Layton, owner of Software Enterprise Limited. Thanks.